Hi everybody, welcome back to Daily IELTS English, where I will quickly show you some of the techniques that I love to teach to help my students answer the questions like the ones that they're going to have on their IELTS test, or just generally in good English conversation. We'll look at a technique first, and then I'll demonstrate. All right, and today's question is, what can tourists learn from visiting new places? This is another identification question. The question is giving you an opportunity to give multiple possible answers. Today, I'll just show you a quick technique that I like to teach my students, and it really helps them improve their grammar score, their score that they get for their content, what they say, and that can also help them, improve their vocabulary and their pronunciation. So remember, always think ideas first. That's the most important thing. If you have good ideas, you'll have good answers. Hopefully, this lesson will help you develop your ideas a little bit better. All right, so this is an identification question, and I'm going to teach a little technique which I call the more, the more. Now, the way that works, and this is called if anyone out there is an English teacher, it's called the correlative comparative, but I really don't think you need to understand that. The more, the more. So this grammar point works very simply. It's really nice to conclude an idea. So I like to put this at the end of an idea. So as an example, the older I get, the wiser I get. Or the angrier I get, the stronger I get. So the more I learn, the happier I feel. The harder I study, the better I do on the test. And this also works nicely in the negative. The less I study, the worse my score on the test will be. The less I sleep, the less happy I feel the next day. I don't know if that's true for you. It's definitely true for me. All right, so this grammar structure is wonderful, and it's really good at concluding an idea. So let's take a look at how this might work in your IELTS test. All right, so the question is, what can tourists learn from visiting new places? The first thing I think that people have a chance to learn is to learn about the culture and the language of that local place. It's really important before you visit to learn a little bit about who the people are. And if they speak a different language from you, then it's a chance to learn a little bit about that language. And I think that's really important. You can do that before you go, and you can do that while you're there. Most cities will have museums, they'll have galleries where you can learn a lot. And I think this is really important. It makes you a more knowledgeable person, and that in turn can make you a more tolerant person. So I really think the more that you learn, the more tolerant you are, the more happy you can be, the happier you can be, and the more content you'll be in your everyday life. Another thing, and I'm not really sure if it's learning, but being in a new environment can be stimulating. Seeing new things for the first time, feeling the energy of a different place, a place that's different from where you come from, it can be really, really inspiring. And that can make you more creative, it can give you more energy. And then, when you go back to your home country and back to your job, you'll have more energy. You'll maybe be more creative, more innovative, if that's something that's important to you. So I think, the more you explore and the more you learn about a different place, the more creative you can be and possibly more innovative. All right, everybody, there you go. One of my favorite grammar points to teach. The more, or for you language geeks out there, the correlative comparative, you don't need to know what that's called. All right. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody. Please remember that language is a habit, not a skill. That means practice is the important thing. I would love to know, what are some of your experiences traveling, and what did you learn from going to different places? I could talk all day about this, but I'd love to hear about your experiences. So please leave that in the comment below. And as always, remember that you must practice till you get it right, and then keep going till you can't get it wrong. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.